All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, what a move. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through. It's nothing but room to run.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll return it from the 6. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over first and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 21. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down, Mayfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's That's all they needed to keep the drive going.
You got him. You got him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Hyde on first. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Darren Lee leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Third and long for Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Handoff comes to Hyde. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll give to Hyde. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's Hyde. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Kirksey able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. From the gun, Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. And Bullock will put this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
New York set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Complete to the tight end, Jason Morrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A shotgun snap for Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
A tip carry for Hyde. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 7.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Mayfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Flushed out right. And incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Santos with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to, will step aside. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now it's Locke. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Go ahead.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Back to throw. Shoving it. A quick hitter complete. It's Gordon. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
To throw is Shibboleth. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Love. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Luck now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now Luck. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Boyd. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Moncrief. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darren Lee in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
No, Jack, Patriot! Patriot!
Now Shimonek. That's complete. It's Gordon. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're throwing here. Shimonek. Open receiver. That's David Njoku. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Shimonek to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Shimonek. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So they have the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. On 1st down, it's Luck. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Luck. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Luck now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing again is Luck. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Go. Hey, boys, got 4 down. Mike, 53.
Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run it again with Kamara. Shrugs him off. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Luck. He's got Curse. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. clock now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. He's got his man. It's Curse. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
To throw is Shimoda. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Shimoda got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon, 28 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
All right, partner, let's go to cliche time. We're all back to even after that score tied the game.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one, too.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that. Super toe.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Kamara. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Locke. Throw left side complete. It's Anderson. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Toss play, Kamara. Pretty move. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed them.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Shimonek. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And now out come the Jets. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot!
He's back to throw. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now a run with Hyde. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Hyde. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So the penalty really winds up hurting him there.
Yeah, winds up pushing him back. Sure enough, the field goal comes up short.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on